Hello friends, so remoting in again while I'm away with family and at my virtual conference, just doing a Tuesday stretch with you. Today we're going to use, again we have 20 minutes, quick stretch in and out. We're going to use a ball for our back stretch. You can use anything. You can use a towel rolled up, you can use a blanket, a roller, anything that can prop your hips up for that hamstring and lumbar spine stretch. So again, just like usual, we make our way to our mat. And I want you to think about, again, settling your mind, settling your heart, thinking about what you can let go of with this time together. With your feet about hip width apart, slide up onto the balls of the feet, lift the heels. And then slide onto the heels, lift the toes. Shift your weight to the outside rim of the foot, so as you pull the inside rim of the foot up and off the floor, see what your range of motion is on that lift up, and then reverse that, come to the inside rim, lift the outer rim up and off the floor. And then settle in the center. You feel the back, front, side to side connect to your mat. Soften the knees, so we exaggerate that forward pressure for the knees. Again, you can move around in that a little bit, find where you need some, again, that movement can sometimes settle in and find where that tension needs more of a release. Then flex your thighs, pull your knees back, so you're taking the knees from an exaggerated forward to exaggerated back. And then settle the knees in the center. So you let those land right over the feet, right over the heels, squeeze your glutes. Press the hips forward, look up towards the ceiling. So you're bowing your back a little bit. And then reverse that, the hips go back. Look down. Shift your hips to the right. And then shift your hips to the left. Now bring your hips center, so the hips are right over the knees, right over the feet. Take your shoulders, roll your shoulders forward, tilt the chin down towards the chest, so you're creating length in between the shoulder blades. And then roll the shoulders back, open up the heart, look up. Release the shoulders, so the shoulders settle right over the hips, knees, and feet. Take the right ear to the right shoulder. And switch, left ear to the left shoulder. Now bring your head center, so you're stacked in neutral from the crown of your head all the way to your feet. Take a deep breath in, the arms come up. Exhale, drop your shoulders and hinge. Scoop the navel to spine, round your back, draw the hands towards your mat. Shift your weight side to side. Relax the head, neck, and shoulders. And then settle in the center. Soften your left knee. Lift your right hand up towards the ceiling. The deeper the bend in the left knee, the deeper the stretch in that right hamstring. Inhale. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Soften the right knee, lift that left hand. The bigger the bend in that left or in that right knee, the bigger the stretch in that left hamstring. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, bring both hands down to the floor. Slowly roll all the way up. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders back and down so you're standing nice and tall. And then once again, deep breath in, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders and hinge. This time, round your back, draw the hands all the way to the mat. Walk your hands forward, high hover. Squeeze your glutes so you get that nice extension through the hip flexors. and then rock your feet forward and back. Each time you press back, deepen that stretch into the calf, into that Achilles, and now tread your feet right to left. Inhale. Exhale, hold your right heel back. The left knee is bent. Now, I could set my left knee all the way down on the floor, or I could have it hovered in midair. You pick. Squeeze your right glute. That's going to deepen that stretch just a little bit. Find if you roll to the big toe or to the pinky toe, find where you need more attention. Inhale. You're okay. And switch legs. Bend the right knee, push the left heel back and away. You can set your right knee down if you want. Otherwise, you're lifted, hovering. Shift your weight a little bit, pinky toe to big toe. Find where you need more attention. Inhale. As you exhale, both feet nice and neutral, pressing both heels towards the floor. Come down into a low hover, and then press your chest through. Soften the knees, set the knees down. Lift the heart. Same thing, I can shift my weight side to side a little bit, find what feels good for you. Then settle in the center, keep your gaze up. Try to draw the shoulders away from your ears. Big deep breath in. And then exhale, sink the hips back, reaching those hands as far away from you as you can. Inhale. Exhale, let the tailbone feel heavy. Let your elbows feel heavy. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands back so you're in a seated position. Bring the legs in front. So once the legs are in front, you bring those legs straight if you can. Lift your body nice and tall, arms come out to the side, and twist right to left. So as I come into that spinal twist, I want to think about how big I can rotate right to left. So your speed is individual depending on the length of the arms. Figure out what makes sense for you. And then as you come into that rotation, start to add a little flexion. So we turn and lean in. Turn and lean in. Now just like the treading, when we were in that standing or that planking position, think of that same tease of your coming forward, lean in a little deeper, forward, lean in a little deeper each time. Now this time, hold the left arm across the body. Inhale. You can grab onto that foot if you want. Reach your right arm as far back behind you as you can. Inhale. Exhale and switch. Take that right arm across the body. Reach the left arm back behind you. Once again, you can grab onto that left foot if you want. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can twist just a little bit bigger. And come center. Now once you come center, bend the knees. Take that right foot, place your right foot on top of your left knee. Now in that position, some of you will feel better right here. So you can come into that figure four stretch, keeping that left leg nice and long with that bent right knee, right foot on that left knee, and then lean forward. If you feel good bending your left knee, go ahead and bring that in forward towards you, then press your hands into the floor and push the chest towards the shin. Now to deepen that, I'm going to press my right knee out and away, and then I'm flexing my right foot. With each exhale, we try and let go of the tension in that right hip. You can rock from side to side, again, creating just that little push-pull, come away from it, back into it. Inhale. Exhale. Gracie says, good job, guys. One more big deep breath in. And exhale. Now you're going to let that right foot come over to the left side. From there, you take your left arm, bring it across the body, and you use that retention to create a little bit bigger rotation and twist towards the right. So again, my left hand comes across the body, and then I push into my right thigh, twist to the right, and then see if you can press your right glute down just a little bit deeper. Now, if you use a little bit of pressure into your right hand, it'll allow you to lift the heart just a little bit taller and lengthen the spine. Scoop the belly button in. Inhale. Exhale, try and let go. When you inhale, you're going to expand the rib cage. We want that. We're using that as part of our stretch. So nice big deep breath in. You feel the expansion of the ribs. Exhale, twist a little bit bigger. Now unwind yourself. As you come back into that position, switch. Now this time the left foot comes onto the right knee. You get to pick, that could be here leaning forward. That could be a slight bend in this right knee, or I can pull that in nice and close to my body. I flex the left foot and I press the left knee away. In that stretch, if I press my heart towards the shin, it's going to deepen that stretch a little bit. And then from there, rock a little bit side to side. Find where you have more tension. Gracie says that's really disruptive. I'm out of here. And then settle in the center. Nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, go ahead and set your left foot down. You set your left foot down onto the right side of your body, and then you bring that right hand over and across. So find on this side where your tightness is. So again, we bring that right arm over to create a little retention, and then from there we can pull our body over to the side a little bit bigger. Now try and press into your left glute. When I anchor that left glute, it's going to allow my right ribs to twist a little bit bigger over to that left side. Use your left hand to push into the floor to lift the heart just a little bit. Inhale, expand your rib cage. Exhale, nice big twist. So we have one more big deep breath in. As you do that, you inhale, expand the ribs, that stretches the intercostals. Then you exhale and see if you can twist just a little bit bigger. Now unwrap yourself, so as we come into that nice upright position, we're going to lay on our back. When we lay on our back, you take the legs so that the legs are straight. I have a side kick. You may too, but in that position, you're just assessing what your back feels like on the mat. So put your hand underneath your back and feel. You're looking for the distance from the tailbone to the next point of contact and the height. So for me, I have about 1.5 inches, 2 inches in some spots, and it's the tailbone to my bottom portion of my ribs that connects. So a pretty large gap in distance. Now, bend your knees, pull your feet in towards you. Lift your hips, place your ball or whatever you're using as your obstacle, as your apparatus, underneath the tailbone. Now straighten your legs, and in that position, you have your hip flexors pulling nice and long, so you use that elevation to create a lift for the hips, and then your hip flexors have to stretch over that. Take a couple nice big deep breaths. Now on your next exhale, bend your knees. Pull the knees up so they come up towards your shoulders. Let the knees hang out to the side. So as you're in that position, you're letting gravity pull the knees forward and out. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, close your legs, straighten your legs, flex your feet and open. So we're going to do that series a few times. Nice big deep breath in. Exhale, close the legs, bend the knees, let the knees hang open. Inhale. Exhale, close the legs, straighten the legs, flex your feet and open. One more time. Close your legs, bend your knees, let your knees hang open. Inhale. Exhale, close your legs, straighten your legs. Now this time flex your feet, lift up so you take your hands onto the hamstrings, the calves, or your feet, and then lift your head if you can. So as you come into that, you choose where your hands land, and then you're folding in half. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, set your head down, take the legs out to the side. Now your options, if you have a grip on your feet, just hold there. Otherwise, take your hands and press out either on the inner thighs or the calves. Push the legs out towards the floor. Now keep that pressure out and rotate your ankles. And reverse. Now hold your feet flexed, bring your legs back together, and small little kicks towards your head. So we're using those kicks to lengthen the hamstrings. Nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, hold the legs still, bend the knees, set one foot down at a time. Lift your hips, remove your apparatus, roll your hips down, straighten your legs. Now feel behind your back or underneath your back and see if that gap has changed. So we want to try and assess and see if it has gotten shorter in length or height. And then from there, slowly roll yourselves up. Turn over onto your hands and knees. So when you think about that, the bigger the before and after change, the tighter our back is, the more often we want to do that back stretch. So we have one more stretch before we say goodbye today. We're going to lift the tailbone, press the hips back. Float your right leg up towards the ceiling. Pull that right leg into pigeon. And once you come into that pigeon stretch again, you get to choose. You can take that leg so that the shin is parallel to the edge of the mat, and then you lift up. You may have a bigger gap under that hip in that stretch and stay upright. Otherwise, you can tuck the foot and then crawl your body forward. Find the position that feels good for you. Inhale. Exhale, release that hip. Press into your right hip and then pull against it with your left. If you can, inch your left toes away just a little bit farther. One more big deep breath in. As you exhale, push into your hands. Lift the upper body, dig your left toes back into the floor, lift the left knee. Step your right foot back into that high hover. Low hover. Press your chest through, extension. Let your hips sway a little bit right to left. Settle in the center. Push back into that inverted V, down dog. Press your heels towards the floor. Float your left leg so the left foot comes as far away from your right heel as you can. Now pull that left leg into pigeon. You choose that position. So again, I can have that parallel to the edge of the mat, and my hip's going to be a little bit higher off the floor depending on my flexibility. Or I can tuck that foot a little bit and crawl forward. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, nice big deep breath in. As you exhale, press into your left hip. Try and pull towards the right, and then inch your right foot back just a little bit farther. Let go of the tension in the hip, in the glute. Now press into your hands, lift your upper body, dig your right toes into the floor, lift your right knee, step your left foot back, low hover, press your chest through, extension, then lift your tailbone back into that down dog. Walk your hands back, and then we end how we began. Bend your left knee, lift your right hand up towards the ceiling. Lean towards your right. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Soften your right knee. Left hand comes up. Lean towards your left leg. Big deep breath in. Exhale, both hands come down, straighten your legs. Relax your head, your neck, your shoulders, muscles in your face, your jaw, whatever you can let go of before you walk away from your mat. Leave it here, whether that's physical, mental, emotional. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll yourselves up. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders back and down, lift your heart. Take a nice big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale, one more time, nice big deep breath in, arms up. And exhale, give yourselves a big hand. Good work showing up tonight, you guys. I hope you are all well. I love and miss you guys. Just know that I'm still cheering you on from afar and hope you're having a great week. I can't wait to catch up. Talk to you soon.